Hi everyone, welcome back to RC Pie. I hope you've all subscribed. If not, just hit that subscribe for me, it'll help me a lot. And don't forget to click the bell to tell you when I've got new videos out. Well, it's a very cold, but at least dry Saturday. I've not got a lot of time on my hands, so I thought I'd chuck some rocks in the garden and have a little go at some rock crawling with the MN999. Now, as well as just running it, I thought I would compare it to a couple of other cars. The Rescuer from RGT, much higher budget, but let's see how they compare. It's the same scale, so it'll give us some sort of comparison. And the 999's little cousin, the MN99S, but this, of course, is my fully upgraded version. But out of interest, let's see how it gets on the same sort of courses. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that this is a comparison, it's not a competition. And the main thing we are looking at here is the MN999. We've just got the other ones to see kind of how it stacks up, you know, so we know we're talking about different budgets, even different scales, but just to see how it stacks up. We've got quite a lot of different courses, and we're going to give them 1, 2 or 3 goes over the same arrangements of rocks, just to see, you know, give them a fair go and see how they get on getting over those. So straight away we can see with this 999 it's struggling a little bit down to that speed controller. It's very, very hard to apply the power in a smooth enough way to get over these rocks. But once it gets over some things, as you saw then it just powers on. Whereas if we look at the Rescuer here, you know, it's just that smoother delivery. You can just apply the power as you need it and just drive over at a sensible sort of speed. You can see it here again. As soon as you know that you've come to something that's not quite managing, then you just apply that little bit more throttle and away you go. And it handles these things admirably. A lot easier there. Now the MN99, clearly this isn't going to do so well because it's tiny. And there it's got grounded. So we'll give it another go. Didn't do so badly. Going to try up over this other side, see if we can get onto that other rock. Struggling with those small wheels, low clearance, but these tyres are pretty good. Could we get any further on there? Oh, and it's gone. So I thought I'd be fair and just put it back into that position and see if it could do the rest of it. And lo and behold, off it goes. Really cool. Impressive. Right, now coming back the same way over that same set of obstacles. Everything's going to be one way then the other. So the 999, struggling a bit. Centre of gravity so high. Just trying to get that turn and didn't make it. Try again. Can we get up here? Not got any real weight in the front, so it's difficult to get those front wheels to get that traction. Doesn't help with it staying on its wheels. And even here, because of that bit of a lack of power, it's really struggling when it gets its wheels like in a dip or up against a ledge. If front and rear wheels are both getting there at the same time, really struggles to get going. The Rescuer, easy. Just so much smoother. There's definitely a difference in the tyres as well. These tyres on the Rescuer are good all-rounders, and those on the MN999, they've just not got the traction. They're okay in the muck, but on the rock, they're just not doing the job. 99, how can it cope? Get in there, but again, just that small wheel size telling. But we can see it's staying on its wheels a little bit better than the 999 because it's got a bit of weight lower down. Oh, didn't quite make it. You know, a small hole for the rescuer, a huge hole for the MN99. But can we make it on the third attempt? Let's see. And we did. We got over. It's quite amazing. Now, second course. And the 999 has got some bigger gaps to get over here. One of the issues is it being top heavy. Another one is the steering angles are awful. It's got a bad turning circle in one direction and a terrible turning circle in the other. So when you're trying to maneuver on the rocks, it's nigh on impossible to get where you need to, especially if you're struggling with trying to get that torque, trying to progress over a bump out of a dip. It's really, really hard work. Now, just for comparison, the rescuer, you're still going to get into some situations where you need to change where you're going, but the difference in the steering angles is incredible. And if you look at the speed of the servo here as well, you know, I'm changing direction left to right, just picking your route, and it's responding, and you just can't do that with the 999. The servo is weak, and that's being pretty generous. It's a very weak unit. 99, can this get over these big gaps? You wouldn't have thought so, but it does surprise me on a fairly regular basis. Oh, nearly, but didn't quite make it that time. Let's have another go. It's often getting up that first rock that is the biggest challenge for it. Off we go over the top of these. Still doing all right. Just can we get it over that last bit? I mean, it's a big ask. It really is a big ask. And you do find yourself having to do quite a lot of manoeuvring. Now, everything's been upgraded in this, just about, apart from the servo, which is the original servo, and it doesn't do so badly. Can it do it? Can we get there? A lot of messing about, but eventually, go on 99. Backwards and forwards, it gets frustrating, but it's done it. Now the 999 going back the other way. Let's see what it's capable of. You can see already it's just struggling to get up that lip. That weird caster angle on that front wheel is evident again. And although it's got significant travel, it's not leveling itself out because of that top heavy nature. There you go. It just struggles to keep all four wheels planted when things get really, really uneven. And you're constantly worrying about tipping it over. Whereas something that's just set up a bit better, the suspension's a bit more balanced, and the weight of the body's not a big problem, even when it cocks a leg, it's gonna find itself again. There you go. Stays composed, gets round. We'll have another go just to check it wasn't a fluke. But you can see it's just composed. Cocks that, but still gets back down. The only issue, and you can hear it on here, is the tyres rubbing on that body shell. Now the 999, sorry, not the 999, the 99 isn't going to have much of a chance going this way. We can see that they're big steps. It's not going to make it, surely. If we get up the first one, we're going to be doing well. You know, we've already struggled on the first try. Can we get up there? Fighting for grip, fighting for grip. Got over there. Can we get back round? Now, it might sound like I'm surprised by some of these results because I did do all the driving myself, but it was a couple of days ago and I can't actually remember how it did since I compiled this footage. So it's a bit of a surprise as I comment on it for you. Again, we're just fighting, trying to find traction. Those pumpkins are bottoming out on some of the rocks because it's not got much clearance, but it made it. Incredibly, it made it.